Hey up, Rock God 2004 back with another video for you. I thought I'd do something that I've not sort of done yet, like sort of my little best 10 of type of thing. So bear in mind I've only seen these some of these once. I am reacting from memory and from what I can remember, not the films themselves, but just how they blew me away on 4K, like how brilliant the picture looked. And like what such an amazing upgrade it was from either DVD or, to be honest, Blu-ray. I don't really bother with DVDs much. So I'm gonna pick out, and I've tried to put them in some sort of order as well. It was not easy. So in my opinion, and from what I can remember, I'm going to show you my top 10 favourite or best looking 4Ks that I own. And this isn't nothing to do with the film, this is the picture quality only. So yes, I've never done this before, so there you go. But before I start with the 10, I do have 3 honourable mentions, because these also look absolutely unreal. These are beautiful. And these are in no particular order. I wanted to put all 3 of these in the 10, but it wouldn't be a 10 if I did, would it really? So my first honourable mention is Paul Verhoeven's Basic Instinct. This looks amazing. Looks really, really nice. Colours are really nice. A little bit of grain, but nothing too much. And it's just a fantastic, sharp picture throughout. And this is the sort of deluxe box set that I got as well, which is a really nice addition. So that's the first honourable mention. Second is John McNaughton's Wild Things. I love this film. It is a bit grainy, but it's not too bad. It's not annoying, but this looks gorgeous. And it's such an amazing film. It's so different. If you've never seen this, I can highly recommend this. It's got Nev Campbell in, and Denise Richards, Kevin Bacon, and Matt Dillon. Also, Bill Murray's in it. It's got actually quite an amazing cast. This, I remember seeing this at the cinema. It blew me away. This also has, which I'd never seen before, I think is it unrated? It's like it's got an alternate ending. It's like an unrated ending. It looks a little bit on the realistic side as well. So yeah, if you've not seen it, highly recommended, but definitely worth getting on 4K. And my last honourable mention, which I couldn't put at the top, well I could, but it's, you know what I mean. And this is Tony Scott's True Romance. Again, beautiful looking picture. Amazing cast. Gary Oldman. He's just evil in this. This was the Zavvi Steelbook exclusive, as was Wild Things. But these are beautiful additions. Wild Things and True Romance are both Arrow, and Basic Instinct is Studio Canal. So you know you're getting something decent anyway with them 3. So they're my 3 honourable mentions. So number 10. I don't know whether True Romance, Wild Things, or Basic Instinct look better than this, but it was just how shocked I was at how good this looked. And I could have picked one of any 5. This was a tough one, so I've gone for the one that I probably is my favourite film out of the 5 I've got. And it's another Arrow release. This is Dario Argento's Tenebrae at number 10. An amazing film. It looks fantastic. And it's such an amazing addition as well. Probably going to do a different video on these Arrow 4Ks anyway, to be honest. So yeah, I think everybody's probably seen this one. If you haven't got this, this is definitely worth getting. on 4K. So that's number 10, Dario Argento's Tenebrae. Number 9, this surprised me at how good it actually looked, because I thought the Blu-ray looked great. This is definitely even better, and this is Scream Factory's release of Dan O'Bannon's The Return of the Living Dead. For saying how old the film is, this looks really, really, really nice. I haven't delved into any of the extras or any of the audio settings, because I think some of the stuff that like you couldn't get before is on there, except for one song. I don't know. I was trying to listen to how to do it, and to be honest, it lost me. I got a bit lost. It was very complicated. But this is one of the best zombie films for me you can get, and it's definitely worth upgrading to 4K. So that is The Return of the Living Dead. Return of the Living Dead, coming in at number 9. Number 8. This. At first, when it came on, I was like, yeah, it's a bit grainy, but you can see it's definitely better. Then when it kicked in, I was like, whoa, look at that. The colours in this are beautiful. And it's another Scream Factory one. And it's Tommy Lee Wallace's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. This is the box set with the 7-inch thing. I've already showed this. But yes, this looks beautiful. The colours in this are absolutely unreal. Absolutely blew me away. I could have picked maybe one or two of the other Halloweens as well, but for me, this is the one that stuck out the most. It just looks amazing. They've done a fantastic job on all Halloween films, I think, Scream Factory. Well, all the ones I've got. I still haven't got the box set with the final 3 in yet. Like, what was it? 6, 7, and 8. I'm sure they'll be as good as these, though, but this one, with this being, for me, like what I would call like a proper Halloween film, it just reeks of Halloween, this. It just sums Halloween up, as does that artwork. Just the atmosphere. It's as though it was actually really filmed on Halloween. So because of that, and the colours in it as well, it's outstanding. It's fantastic. It looks absolutely brilliant. They've done a great job. So that's Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, coming in at number 7 for me. Number 6. This is higher than Halloween because I thought this was not going to be any different whatsoever. And when I watched it, this looks beautiful. So yeah, it's another Scream Factory, and it's Toby Hooper's The Funhouse. I've already like sort of done a review of this, but the colours on this, especially when you see them go in to the funhouse and it's dark and the blues and the reds start flashing, it looks amazing. It's kind of like how I imagine people go on about Suspiria on 4K. There's the odd little scene in it, which like, because I don't know it's because it's widescreen or what, but like really like panoramic. It goes a little bit blurred on the edges, but that's not the remaster or anything, that's just on the film. And the strangest looking bit was at the end, when the sun comes up and it shows you the camera panning away, the top of one of the tents, it looks, oof. I think it's because it's like, it's been that well done, it's just shown up every little bit of grain on it at the end. It's like that all the way through. But yeah, this is absolutely stunning, and I highly recommend this. So that's Toby Hooper's The Funhouse. At number 6. Number 7. I got this as a blind buy and as a recommendation. I was talking to John, Mondo Chelovec Movies. I'll put a link down to his channel below. And he recommended this to me because he was going on about this film. I went, what the hell is that? And he told me. And he said, oh, it's better than it sounds. So I thought, right, I blind bought it. Brilliant film, and wow, the picture. It's Jojo Rabbit. I did not expect to be overly fond of this, but I was that intrigued, I had to see it. It's this that got me. I won't say, it's obviously Hitler, but I won't, if you haven't seen it, I won't say in what context it's Hitler, because it is bizarre. But it's funny. It's got some tense moments at the edge of your seat, and then it can be funny again, and then it absolutely breaks your heart. And the picture is phenomenal. It's absolutely clear as a bell. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, I recommend the film and I recommend the 4K. That's what they call the director. Weird name. Tacky Waititi's Jojo Rabbit, if I've said that right. Coming in at 4th place. I can't tell whether it's a totally different ball game, and I got them about the same time, but I think the pitch is probably better on this one, which is why it's ahead. But the film, I don't know, because I love them both. Such an amazing film. This is so different, and it is Edgar Wright's Last Night in Soho. The sharpness of this and the colours on this are absolutely unreal. Thomasin McKenzie, she's in this and she's in Jojo Rabbit, which I didn't know at the time. I'm not even going to explain anything about this. You just need to watch it. It's fantastic. What a film. And Dinah Riggs in it. She's passed away now, hasn't she? But she's good in it as well. It's not a massive part. But honestly, watch it. Last Night in Soho. And number 3. This is definitely not because of the film, but this is because when I put this on, I could not believe how fantastic this looked. It looked like it was filmed last month. And I've mentioned this one before as well, but when you see what it is, you'll think, why is that high up? Honestly, this has got to be seen to be believed, because it just looks absolutely stunning. This is the import US fully uncut version as well. I Spit on Your Grave. It's one of them films for me that you've probably seen it quite a few times if you're a horror fan, and if you're like me and John collecting the video nasties and stuff. So I'm assuming you'll have seen it. I don't know about the UK. I wouldn't bother with the UK one because it is still cut. But it depends what you want from it. If you want the full uncut one, you must go for the American one. And I'll be very, very, very surprised if the UK transfer is as good as this, because this is absolutely phenomenal. I can't tell you like how good this looks. The reds in it. She's got a red carpet in her house, and it's like, oof, it's hitting your eyes. And like the greens outside, like of the trees and stuff, it just looks beautiful. And I also found out, and I didn't know, that this is actually Demi Moore on the front cover when she was about 18-year-old. And I just assumed it was a woman out of film, but apparently not. Sorry, Demi Moore. There you go, a bit of fun trivia for you. So that's I Spit on Your Grave at number 3. This will probably shock a few people. At number 2, this would have been number 1 until I got what I've got at number 1, because I've had this a lot longer. And this looks absolutely, it's so gorgeous, it's edible. It is beautiful. It is stunning, and I can't praise it enough. And this is not the film. This is for the picture quality. Steven Spielberg's Jaws. It looks amazing. I didn't think it could get any better with the Blu-ray. And when I first watched it, I thought, well, I think the Blu-ray looks better. Now I watched it again, because all I saw at first was like, it's a bit grainy. It's a bit grainy. But this is before I knew all about, like, the grain is normal on 4K. It's then I started to see how sharp the picture was, and how, like, really, I hate saying this, it sounds gormless, but how rich the colours are. You think that when somebody gets killed in the water and you see the blood, by God, it's red. You can see it. It's mind-blowing. As for all the others as well, especially this one, I can't see 8K kicking off, to be honest, because it's just going to make more grain. This is definitely the best that this is ever going to look. apart from 3D on the cinema, which blew me away. So yeah, not the film itself, just for the picture, but this definitely, if I could have had a joint first place, I would have done. But I'm being very good, and I'm not just putting it there for the sake of it. I'm going to just slightly demote this because of how good the other one is. So number 2, Jaws. And for me, so far, what I've got and what I've watched, I was absolutely, I was astounded, absolutely astounded by this. My jaw dropped when I was watching it because I was like, how the hell have they cleaned this up so good? And it's not like they've just cleaned it up. This could have been filmed now. It looks that good. I think it also looks good because I've had a few people say the black and white films look better. This is definitely one of my, and I forgot to mention this on Pete, Play Tendo Guy's live stream that was on the other night. I'll put a link to his channel as well. Somebody was asking, like, what's your favourite black and white film? And I totally forgot about this at the time. But yeah, the picture on this is unreal. And normally this director, I think he's just an idiot. He's just outright weird. But this, for me, is an absolute masterpiece. And it's David Lynch's The Elephant Man. There's a few things in this, right, that I'm not overly keen on. But in this film, it's like, it's the best thing they've ever done. David Lynch being the director is one. Anthony Hopkins, I've never been over fond of him. There's just something about him I didn't like. But in this, wow. I cannot imagine anybody else playing the part as well. I love John Hurt anyway, but my God, John Hurt in this, he actually plays John Merrick. It's absolutely heartbreaking. It's probably the, if not one of the saddest films I've ever seen in my life. A PG, I think I'd have made this a 12. I can't imagine this being very easy for kids to watch, to be honest. It's very, very upsetting. I've not watched any of the extra features that I can remember anyway, but this is like the collector's edition with the pop-up. It does that. If you've never seen the film, if you watch it, that becomes apparent what that is and why it's there. It's like a pop-up sleeve there, and it just falls down. I think that's just the slipcase. Yeah, and this actually, when it wants to, comes out. It's a pretty tight fit, this. It just comes out the slip like that. And it's like a digi, foldy outy affair. 3 discs. Art cards and a very thick booklet. You don't necessarily have to get this posh edition, but this is actually one of my favourite films. And when I seen this, I missed out on it. It went pretty quick by the time I'd found out about it. I managed to find one on eBay a couple of months back. I was over the moon to get it. What a film this is. So I would like to have those two in first place, because they both look amazing and they're both amazing films. But I'm not. I'm gonna make that second and make my number 1 The Elephant Man. You need to watch it. So that is, in my opinion, and from what I can remember, my top 10 best looking 4Ks with those 3 honourable mentions. Don't forget, link down below to John and Mondo Chalavec's channel and Pete at Play Tendo Guy's channel as well. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, because it was a little different for me. If you've subscribed, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And if you're just watching it, I appreciate that as well. It means a lot. So yes, thank you for watching, all 2 of you. You all take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one very soon, because I've got the next one planned as well. I'll see you soon. Cheers.